Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally starting a series I think I'm going to do, and that is full face of, and today we're doing Makeup Revolution. I thought I owned quite a lot for Makeup Revolution. Turns out I didn't, so I had to go spend money at Superdrug. But I'm going to start a series doing full faces of makeup. I know a lot of people have commented on my videos saying that they'd like to see me do it. So yeah, if you'd like to see this look and how I think about the products, then keep on watching. I did cheat a little bit. I have used the brow soap, but I just knew it'd be so time consuming. But I've used a video before where I've done a brow tutorial using soap brows. I don't really use it as much. I still don't know how I feel about it, but I just thought it'd just take less time. So yeah, just added a bit of water, give it a good swirl, and just brush my brows up and then press them down. But I don't feel like they press all of my hairs down, but never mind, we'll get onto it. So I went to Superdrug and I bought some brow stuff. My Superdrug is horrendous for Makeup Revolution. It just sells out so quick in there, and a lot of like the new launches and that takes some time to get into it, and it's always really empty, to be honest with you. So like there's a few things I haven't got, but I'll explain that when I get to my base. But I picked up the Revolution Precise Brow Pencil, angled tip for precise application in medium brown, and I also picked up the Bushy Brow Pen in medium brown, which is like a pen I really like to use. And I will admit I did swatch them, and I'm pretty sure the pencil's way too dark for me, but the brow pen's perfect. Yeah, it comes with a spoolie on the one side, and the other side has a really nice nib on it. So I'll just quickly give the pencil a go. As soon as I know, I'll just not use it. Yeah, way too dark. Well, someone can have that one. Although I did just spend a £5 on it, which annoys the shit out of me. So I'm going to go in with the brow pen wherever I've just put it. This is a medium brown as well, but like I said, it definitely comes off like a redhead tone. It's like it doesn't take to the soap brows. I mean, it's not terrible, but my Urban Decay one's a lot better by far. And it's way too red. That is literally like pure red. So I'm going to stop right there, and I'm not even going to carry on doing that. I'm just going to get my brow blade from Urban Decay, and I shall be back. Okay, I feel like the eyebrow gods are not on my side today, so I've had to do my brows the normal way I do them. I actually have changed them up. They're not as like stuck down or like brow laminated as they have been before. I have discovered new products that I really, really like. But it's nothing wrong with, I don't mean nothing wrong with the products, but like certain products can change products that you like. So I've always used the brow blade from Urban Decay, and I tried something new the other day and I noticed it made them go green, even though they've never had that. And I think this is the problem with the brow soap, or soap brows. It just wasn't mixing well with my Urban Decay brow blade. So what I use now is a Kiko brow pencil, a 24-hour setter by Benefit, and then I use my brow blade to create more hairs. So I will do a video on it soon. I should have done it there and then, but I wasn't in the mood because I was getting a bit frustrated. So I've done my brow. I have cleaned it up with the Conceal and Define, but only slightly. Right, so I feel like we can finally get into it. I have loads of palettes from Makeup Revolution, like looking. I've got the Patricia Bright ones, I've got the Makeup by Tammy ones, I've got all the like sort of tin palette ones, I've got like 6 of them. I've got the Soph Does Nails ones, or Soph Does Life, or Soph, whatever she is now. Best one I'm probably going to do is this one here. So this is the chilled palette with Cannabis Satie. Well, I'm not even attempting, but I haven't tried this palette yet. It has these sort of beautiful shades in them. It's supposed to be like that dupe for the Smoke Obsessions palette by Melt, but I don't have any Melt palettes. I would like some Melt palettes, but meh. But we're going to try this one today, I think. Right, so first product really is the Makeup Revolution Prime and Lock. This still has wrapping on it because it was a bitch to get off. So this is the eye primer, so I'm going to prime my eyes with this. This is my first time using this as well. A lot of stuff I'm actually using today is new, I've never tried before. I feel like that's a good colour. Why do I just get the feeling that this isn't going to set? I don't know why. So the first brush I'm going to go in with is R39 by Morphe, and the first shade I'm going to take is Natural. Dusty. A lot does pick up on the brush, but it's dusty looking. So I'm going to pop this on the outer part. That's a nice shade. It's weird on camera, it looks like it has glitter in it, but I can't see it up close in my mirror. Just going to blend that out a little bit. I'm mainly just going to keep this colour in the outer corner. Then I'm going to take another brush. Here's some, another R39. Because why not? I'm going to take the shade Plant, and I've literally just scraped that all in the pan, and like not a lot has come up, so see how that goes. I'm just going to blend over this just very lightly on the edges. So far the primer's okay. Obviously I need to do a wear test, and I suppose I'll try and keep this look like minimal so I can wear it today. Just looks okay so far, nothing special and nothing new. So I'm going to take a Spectrum B11, which is a really smaller blending brush, and I'm going to take the shade Leaf. One thing I have noticed, I don't know if you can see, like here, it sort of have just stuck there and it's not really blending out very well. So I'm going to go back in with a bit of Natural just to deepen it a bit more. Then back in with Plant. Try and blend that bit out a bit more. And then black in with Leaf. I mean, like, it's pretty, it's okay, but on camera it doesn't look bad. I mean, I could probably edit this and probably will see it, but up front of my camera it's a bit patchy, but it's not terrible. But like, I don't know if that's the eyeshadow or the primer. That's the problem. I think I'm just going to take a bit more of a fluffier brush. So this is the M411. I'm just going to take the shade Leaf and I'm just going to bring it down to my inner corner because I'm not in the mood to go all the way out there, to be honest with you. I just want to do a nice simple look. Otherwise the video is going to be forever. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, this isn't me being completely like negative, because I've used Makeup Revolution shadows before, like the Tammy ones, the Patricia Bright one. They're just beautiful, so I'm not slating that every single palette will look like this, but to me it's not looking the best formula wise on this palette. So I'm just going to take a shadow brush. So this is a Spectrum A07, which is a big one, but I can't be bothered. I'm going to take the shade Burn, which is like the chocolatey brown in the palette, and I'm going to put that in my outer corner. I mean, that blended out okay. It looks absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with it. Not the best, but it's nothing wrong with it. So I am going to take that, because I'm not doing this like absolutely perfect, but I'm going to take that Prime and Lock shade and I'm going to put that like in my inner corner part of the lid, just here, just a dollop of it. I don't really care. And I'm going to take the brush I use to carve my brows out, and I'm just going to make it like a really quick cut crease. Nothing special. And I think I'm then going to take a flat brush, if I have one, and I'm going to take the shade Candy Lime, which is this beautiful sea light green blue shade, and I'm going to put that in the inner part of the crease here. Oh, that didn't go very well, did it? So I've picked up another brush, a bit more bigger, it's like the Urban Decay brushes, and see how well that goes. Then I'm going to take Goddess, which is that glitter, and I'm sort of going to just press that in between it all. Wow, I feel like I've just fucked up this whole entire look. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I like the fact that you don't have to have a glitter glue, and I mean, like, it actually looks quite pretty on camera, but in person I really don't know how I feel about it. Oh, it'll be fine. I think once I put a liner on and put a lash, it'll look quite pretty. And I actually think I'm going to put the gold in my inner corner, and I think I'm going to use the shade Pelco. Oh my god, never mind, it's the gold shade, and that swatch is so, it's like literally like a wet formula. So I hope this swatch is good, because it is literally like a cream. I feel like I've chose the wrong palette to do this, because I'm just slaying it. I'm just going to take the shade Calm, which is like the lightest sort of shimmery shade in the palette, and I'm going to put that on my brow bone. So I'll get onto the bottom in a second. I'll just do my eyeliner. So I bought the Super Flick eyeliner, which is a felt dip liner for an ultra black flick. So that meant to say tip or dip. Ultra black nib creates a dramatic and precise look. It doesn't say if it's matte, so this could be a, even if it's kind of good, if it's not matte, I probably won't like it. Ooh, very, very thin, but doesn't feel very, it feels flexible, but not really flexible like normal felt ones. You can't even see it. That's a very, very thin brush. I've never actually seen one like that, but it looks more like the pens more than a liquid one. So I'm just going to do a flick and see how well it goes. I don't think it's matte either, so it just looks, I don't know. I just feel like I can't get a sharp wing with it. Oh my god, now that that dilemma's over and done with, I'm then going to use, this sounds like I'm completely bashing it, but I feel like with Makeup Revolution, I'll probably say this in the outro, there's stuff that's so good from here, and there's just so many hit and misses. Like, it can be the most perfect stuff and then you just use something else. You're like, I'm not a really big fan of that. So I bought the mascara in Revolution. Like I said, the packaging's still on it because it took me so long to get the packaging off some of this stuff. I bought this, I was going to get the cheapest one because I mean I've just spent 60 quid in there, which I didn't have. But Soph uses this as well and said it's really good, so I just thought, why not, I'd use it. It looks like it's been on the shelf for God knows how long. It looks a bit dried up, if I'll be fair, but it could just be that it's been on the shelf for so long. Coat my lashes quite nice though. Like, I'm going to put lashes on, so I'm not really judging this, but I like how black it's made my lashes. Because there's mascaras that I have to put like 2 coats on to make them really, really black. And this has like done it with no problem. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to grab a Urban Decay brush. Oh, can't open it. So just like a normal shader brush, just because I've already used this side, so I'm not going to waste it. And I'm just basically going to do what I've done on the top, basically. So I'm just going to grab Natural. I think that's it. I'm not going to go much more. Oh, and I'm going to put bottom mascara on with the Revolution mascara as well. God, that's really clumpy. On the brush anyway, it doesn't come up like on my lashes, but there's a lot on the brush. Okay, that was a bit too much for my bottom lashes. I have got it underneath as well, so I'm hoping that will clear up okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind it being a bit smudgy underneath there anyway. But I didn't like that for bottom lashes, but top, not bad. So the lashes I'm going to go in with are Girls with Attitude Mermaid lashes. These ones, sorry, my lashes look so minion. I'm just going to quickly stick this on. Okay, I've got the lash on. I feel like it looks a bit better with the lash on. I feel like lashes always complete a look anyway. I'm going to quickly go off and do the other eye, and I'll come back and we shall do a base together. Right, and finally get onto the base. So, the only products I don't have is like contour or really good bronzers. I thought I did have them in the palettes, but I've obviously got rid of them down the line. So I did pick up, well, I've already had this for a while. It's the Revolution Primer, Water with Cannabis, Sativia. Is that how you say it? Sativia? I don't know. So I have used this once or twice. I mean, I don't know if it does like a humongous difference. Enriched with cannabis sativa seed oil extract. That's about all it says, to be honest with you. It doesn't say if it's like oil control or anything, but obviously I assume it's like good for the skin because your girl needs it right now. So I'm just going to give my face a quick spritz with this. I don't know how I feel about the smell of this either, but it is nice and cooling. It's got a very strong spray on it. It's not very misty at all. I mean, like, it really, I don't know if you saw that then. Yeah, it's very harsh. It's not a very, very fine mist. It's like, it's fine when it gets there, but it is a bit too harsh. And I actually finally picked up the Pore Perfecting Primer. To apply the primer on the face and blend, creating a smooth skin canvas and increasing makeup longevity. So I bought this mainly because I don't want to spend much more money, and I knew I had the primer water, so I put that more for the hydration because I'm oily in my T-zone, but I'm normal to dry around my face. So I thought I like to use two different primers. So one's like this, which I assume is oil controlling. I like to put, I've just dropped that. Anyway, don't worry, I've dropped the spatula, it's on the floor, I'm not picking it up. But I assume that this is oil controlling. It does feel very balmy. Let's see, so I'm just going to pop this around my nose area. And I'm going to also put it by here, around by my cheek area, because that's where I have most pores, as most people do. On the forehead, because I get oily here. Do you know what though? For some reason, I just find the packaging of this very pleasing. I don't know why, but I do. So one thing I have owned before, and I rebought again a couple of weeks ago, is the Conceal and Define foundation in F1 I use, but I feel like it's a bit too pink to open at the moment because I have, surprisingly, it doesn't look like it, but I have actually caught a tan. So what I like to do is normally just get whatever's on the brush and I sort of just chuck it around. I'm going to use the Spectrum BO1 brush, which is a nice flat brush, and I'm going to blend this out. Yeah, I used to use this foundation, like I loved it with all my heart, and I've said this in a previous video, it was like a year or two ago. I was like driving to Wales, obviously I wasn't like driving to Wales, but I was in the car. Like normally when I go see people in Wales, I like do my eyes at home and I do my base in the car. And sorry, I'm looking in my mirror. What is going on my nose? Hold on a minute, hold on, where's my mirror? Notice at the moment I've never had an issue with my nose, but nothing is like sticking on my nose at the moment. Yeah, I really used to like the foundation, and then I was in the car and like my skin just like all of a sudden just didn't agree with it, and it was horrendous, and I just had to take my makeup off in the car because there was sort of like no solution to it. Yeah, this is a bit too pale for me at the moment, so I'll sort that out soon. But overall I do like this foundation. I think it gives a nice coverage. I feel like it's a nice buildable one as well, so it's not just ridiculously heavy first of all. Cool, next I'm going to use is the Conceal and Define in C1. I haven't got a lot of this, I have got a new one, but this will do. I'm going to put some of this on my nose because I've noticed I have to put concealer on my nose at the moment. I've never had the issue before, but it's what it is. I really like this concealer. Probably say it's one of my faves, like more cheap drugstore, high-end, not high-end, high street concealers. I think they work really well. You know what, I will give it, the Pore Perfecting Primer has worked really well here. Like, it does look really covered and smooth, but on my nose it has not done wonders for it at all. I'm really gonna have to bronze myself up, which doesn't help, and I should have bought it. I was looking at the baking powder and lace. I know a lot of people use lace for setting their face like more pale, but it's not white. But I did just pick up the Matte Base Powder Pro in translucent, so I'm going to set my face all over with that. I normally use my, oh god, that's dusty, Urban Decay All Nighter, or I go between my Laura Mercier or, what else do I use? I don't have a lot of powders, to be honest with you. Yeah, that has not gone well on my nose. I don't know if you can see, but my nose looks horrendous. I don't know. Oh fuck. Okay, I think I fixed it, but I mean it's still there all the bits, but I just put a bit more concealer on and very lightly tapped it. But like that was it. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Patricia Bright in Moonlight Glow, just because I can't talk. This is supposed to be a contour shade, but it's a bronzer shade for me. And like I said, I thought I had the contour palettes, but I don't. So I'm just going to use this as a bronzer and really warm my face up because it needs to be warmed up. Also, I'm thinking about tanning. Really funny because I went to dams near Merthyr the other day and near Brecon. A lot of people were in work saying I looked really healthy and really glowy, and I was like, I don't know why, but then it turns out it's because I tanned. So I'm actually thinking about tanning. So if there's any pale people, I don't want to be orange, I just want a really nice, like, even if it's just like a shade up of tan, do you get what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like 3 shades darker in my foundation. So if anyone knows anything or the best tans, let me know, please. I think I'm going to actually just stick to this whole palette because I was going to use the highlighter as well. I did have a blush, but I feel like that's just going to go better. Same again, I had a blush palette, I had highlighters before, and I just don't understand where I've put them. So I'm just going to go in with a highlighter. I do like this one, but it's a bit too natural for me. Well, I mean, it's nice, but I say it's too natural and then it comes out like that, but I feel like it fades a little bit. Okay, so what I do, I put the highlighter on first and I pile it on first, then I go over with other brushes, so I'll use the blusher just so it blends in a little bit better. I'll take my blush brush and put some blusher on. Cool, that is basically my face done. Oh no, I did have another highlighter. I have the Soph palette. I think I'm just going to add a bit of that on just be like I've tried it. So I think I'm just going to take the shade, the second one in, which is the more champagne-y one. I'll just pop that on top a little bit more. Nice. So to set my face, so this is my first, shut up, God, I'm so noisy in this video, sorry. This is my first time using a Makeup Revolution setting spray, so I bought the Conceal and Define because I knew I was going to use the Conceal and Define Infinite, which I know is the other set concealer, isn't it? But I knew I was using the Conceal and Define range. Christ almighty, makes sense. It says mattifying long wear makeup fixing spray 16-hour wear. That's about it. So we'll put them to the test. Oh, so it's got the same spray. Yeah. What's that smell like? Oh my god, what's that smell like? Oh no, I'll figure it out now. Let me put this on first. Jesus Christ, that's a strong spray. It smells quite nice. I like the smell of it. It's very floral. It smells like something that you have in the house. Like something clean and... a lighter version of polish. Yeah, like Mr. Pledge polish. It's like a lighter version and I really like it for some reason. But I've doused myself in it, so we shall see how it wears. And then I feel like the last thing to complete my look, which is probably the worst thing I bought because it's not going to match. I couldn't see any of their matte liquid lipsticks in Superdrug. Not even like out of stock, like all the sections didn't have anything matte liquid lipstick. So I actually thought I'd pick up these, which are the Velvet Kiss Lip Crayon in the shade Icon. And in store it didn't look this pink, but it's pink. I don't think it's gonna go. It'll have to do. And I forgot to pick up a lip liner as well, so never mind. I'm gonna try this because I think if I like this sort of idea of having a crayon and just keeping it in my bag. This also does twist up. For some reason, at the bottom it gives the impression, oh, it's a sharpener, that's why. Makes sense, but it is a twistable, retractable one. Right, it doesn't go with the look. Oh, I don't know. I do like it. That is such a pretty pink colour. I really like that. I don't normally like to use a lot of pinks because they're either too pink or too light, but I would say day to day, for pale people, that is beautiful. That's a really beautiful rosy pink shade. I really like that actually. And I also picked up a shimmer balm. I've been dying to use these. I did buy the Fenty one recently and I think this is the closest shade. This one is literally just called Glimmer. Oh god, that's very sweet. That smells like, oh god, I can't get anything right. I've got hair on my doe foot applicator. No word of a lie, that's my first time opening it and I have a hair on it. Don't know if you can see it, that really, right here, that black little line there, that's a tiny little hair. Obviously I'm not saying it's like human hair, but it's a hair. Just rubbed us, I'm just gonna take that off. But other than that, it looks like a really pretty shade. Ah. Watermelon, that's what it smells like. I mean like the tiniest amount that it's gritty. Where you can feel it, very, very tiny. Not as much as I bought the e.l.f. one from that new summer range and that was so gritty, and so is the Violet Voss ones. But that's very slightly, but it is very, very juicy. Isn't it supposed to be plumping as well? I think it's plumping. I mean, I can't feel anything, but like, I really like that lip. Regardless of my eyes, that lip is really, really pretty. I really like it. But I don't normally wear a lot of things like this because I have braces, and when it's not matte, it does go into my teeth and it makes it look minging. I'm getting braces at the bottom soon as well, thank god. Now that my face is done, I'm just going to do like a quick rundown of everything I used and everything I felt of, and then I think later on I'm going to come back to and do like a wear test and show you how it is. It is now 5 to 2, so I'd probably say I've had this on for about half hour now. So what I'm going to do is that, I mean, nearly like 5:30, I'll go and pick my little one up, and I'll probably keep my makeup on until tonight, really, until about 9 o'clock. So that gives a good like 7-hour wear, 8-hour wear. So, soap brows, first thing I used. I'm hit and miss with this product. I've used it before, really liked it, but I used it with certain products. So I feel like this can change the texture or the colour of certain products, hence why I just didn't like it with my brow pen even at the time, so I did change it up. So I feel like this is like really hit and miss. It does stick your brows down, but it's not my favourite thing in the world. And that's only, I think these are £6. I honestly don't know what I've done with the pencil. I've obviously just like thrown it away. The pen, actually, I will give it, like, it does have a really, really fine point, but that is literally pink. It literally went bright pink on my eyebrows, and I had to just take it off. I had to take my whole brow off and restart it again with the products I know that work. It's not terrible. Obviously, it'd probably work for people who have normal hair colour. I know my hair colour is normal, but life is a bit easier when you have ranges that cater to people who have ashy brown eyebrows, brown, black. It's a bit easier. For a redhead, it's not as easy. Prime and lock. I don't see a huge difference in like how my eyes would look normally, so I think later on it'll just be the case of will the eyeshadows fall off. But this was £6 as well. I mean, like, if this is good, why not? I wish it was more transparent, but I know what the hell was that? I know that Makeup Revolution have just come out with Revolution Pro with like a P. Louise dupe base, so I think I'd like to try that in the long run, but I just wish this had a little bit more coverage in it. Eyeshadows. Well, we all know what one I used. This one. Makeup Revolution are so hit and miss with eyeshadows, but I wouldn't say that they're terrible. Like, that is not a terrible eyeshadow palette. If you're new into makeup and you want to go a bit more colourful, go for it. They're only £12, some of them are 10, some of them, the little ones, are a bit more cheaper. But I wouldn't say that they're as amazing as like a high-end brand like eyeshadows. Like, I love the Makeup by Tammy ones. The Patricia Bright ones are phenomenal. Like, I think they're high-end. They work really, really well. I haven't tried much more of the eyeshadows from Makeup Revolution just because I am a bit of a high-end snob and I do buy my eyeshadows a bit more expensive. But I mean, it worked well. I think it's the glitter formula that puts me off on these palettes, especially that one. Like, the bigger ones, like that one, the tin ones, a lot of them don't have it, and the shimmers in these swatch beautifully. So if anyone would like to see me do one on this one, let me know. But like the Soph ones as well work really well, but just they're all hit and miss, but not miss in a way that they're absolutely terrible. I just think that they are actually quite good for the price of what they are. This eyeliner, absolutely not. It's not matte, so that to me is like a no-go. As much as the wand is really appealing, you'd be like, oh my god, there's such a fine line, but because it's so long, I couldn't get like my precision with it. It just felt like it just went where it wanted to go. Like, the eyeliner's not terrible, but like I said, it's not matte. It's shiny. I don't like it. So it looks like I have texture on my lid that I don't have. And even on this side, I didn't put the glitter on. I put the glitter on last, so I put the liner on first, and I just don't like it. If they have a matte one, let me know. But like, I've literally just picked up what was in my Superdrug and I couldn't see anything else that said a matte liquid liner. Revolution mascara. Don't like it for my bottom lashes. I felt like it was a bit messy and I really couldn't get precisely with them. But for top lashes, it works fine. To be honest with you, my lashes are shit. So in somewhat way, I don't really care what my lashes look like. I've got to admit, Lash Freak from Urban Decay has literally been a game changer for my lashes. It was good. It coated my lashes really well, and I really liked how they look. So that's about it, to be honest with you. Foundation. I like this foundation. I don't feel it on my face. I feel like it does crease in my smile lines a little bit, but that's because I've noticed my smile lines are a bit more dominant recently and they never used to be. But I don't find it a bad foundation. I think it, oh my god, I'll leave it there. I feel like it does go on my skin really nicely. I don't feel it. I feel like it's a buildable foundation more than anything, but I don't use a lot of it. Concealer, so good, really good as an eye base as well. Not much I can say about it except you don't get a lot of product and you have to take the stopper out. I do like this. I feel like it does hydrate my skin. I don't know about it as a primer. I just find it a bit more standard, but I think I'm going to keep on playing with it to see how it goes. The Pore Perfecting Primer didn't go well on my nose, but for my cheek area where my pores are more dominant, this is really nice, and I like the way it felt, to be honest with you. I mean, standard, it's set my makeup nicely. Obviously my foundation's too pale or whatever, so I might have bought another shade, but I would just say standard translucent, nice, it's compact, just easy on the go. I love the Patricia Bright contour palette. Like I said, I've got the highlighter in one, you've got the contour, bronzer, and then you've got the blush. They're formulated really nice, really, really pigmented, so that's a steal as well. Really like that one. Soph palette, I gotta admit, I was a bit disappointed by the Sylph palette when I got it, when it literally first came out. I feel like the white shade's like really crumbly, but I do like it because all the other shades go quite nice, and you've got a shade for everything. The Velvet Kiss, I'm definitely going to invest in some more colours in these. I really like how it looks and how it felt. I'm definitely going to get a bit more of a nude, brownier shade, but like I said, in the store this looked like a nudie pink brown, but it's a pink. And lastly, the Shimmer Bomb. I don't feel like it's plumping my lips at all. I'm sure it said it plumped my lips on the side, but it just doesn't. But I really like it. Bit gritty, but the shine on it is amazing. I really like it. See, I'm getting gloss on my lips, my teeth now, but I really liked how that looked as well. It's short and sweet because I've just finished editing the video and it's like 35 minutes long, but it is literally 10:30 at night, so I've had my makeup on for what now, nearly 8 hours or more. Literally everything's really good. The highlight's still going strong. The only thing that's happened is that my mouth area has come off, but I have eaten and I always lean on my mouth, whatever, etc, and I'm a little bit oily in my T-zone, but that's literally it. The makeup stayed on really well, no glitter fallout, nothing like that, so really impressed. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give me a nice big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Oh god, I couldn't get my words right then. If you really enjoyed watching this video, let me know if you'd like to see more from me. I'm thinking possibly once a month that I'll do a good splurge on a brand or get more built up so I can do a full face if that's what you want and that's what you liked. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.